some snow totals for you. I mean, we picked up anywhere in Tuscarora 9.5 inches of snow already, and that was as of 12:30. Obviously, that was an hour ago. In Hughesville, picking up around 8 inches of snow. We picked up in Montandon 7.5 inches of snow. In Oliphant, 5.5, in Susquehanna, 4.5, probably closer to 5 inches at this point. So we've got a lot of snow coming down at a pretty steady clip, and as you can see, it's still all blue across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Areas to our south already started to pick up on some sleet mixing in, but it seems like that's going to continue to try to stay as far south as it can. But keep in mind, if you do see some sleet coming into your area, that is where those snow totals will be backed off. So a lot of snow across the northeast, back down through the Ohio Valley. You look at Tennessee, you've got a little bit of some snow, sleet, and rain all in just one state. So there's a lot going on with this system, but for us here in the Commonwealth, we're primarily looking at just plain snow. Here's what it looks like in downtown Scranton. Very similar shot to what we've been seeing throughout the day today. In fact, we are going to be looking at this snow to be with us for the next several hours, and it is reducing visibility as well. A lot of folks less than a mile, if not even less than a quarter mile for visibility. Temperatures right now in the single digits. Mount Pocono, Milford, Honesdale, Montrose. We're now at 11 in Lewisburg and into Selinsgrove, and everybody is under a winter storm warning across all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This will be in effect until 7 p.m. on Monday. Now, luckily enough, a lot of this is going to be tapering off here once we get toward, I'd say, around midnight, and then it's just going to be some lingering snow showers past that. We'll show you that in just a second, but we do have a lot of cloud cover in place and a lot of snow. Now, there is that potential for some mixing the later into the day you go. That's kind of that warm air nosing its way in, and that has the potential to bring in some sleet. That, again, is going to hold down snow totals. For tomorrow morning, temperatures in the teens. It's still going to be cold. It's been cold now, and I wouldn't be shocked if we got even colder than this because we haven't really warmed up very much at this point. Now, keep in mind, when you have this cold air in place, you're not getting anything that's really worth melting because we have cold air that's going to be in place with us throughout much of the week ahead. On Futurecast, there's all that snow, that purple just south of Allentown there. That's where you are seeing that sleet. There is a potential for that to lift north towards southern Schuylkill, Carbon, and Monroe County. And that's where we lifted that 8 to 12 inch line because that sleet, again, will hold down those totals. So as we go through the evening into your 9 o'clock hour, this is the most latest data, you'll see that we do have another little line of sleet trying to work its way in there just to the west of the valley cities. This looks a little bit less impressive than even what we had seen just about an hour ago. Once we get past midnight, you're primarily just going to be looking at some snow showers in the area. And these snow showers are going to be a little lighter, but still impactful because we've already had so much snow. This is just kind of a drop in the bucket, adding insult to injury at this point. By the time we get into your Monday late morning, just a few of those snow showers off and on. We'll continue to see that falling from northwest to southeast as we get into the afternoon hours, mid-afternoon, say. And then once we get into the overnight hours, you'll notice most of that snow is going to be tapering off, and that's actually going to give way to a bit more sunshine once we get into your Tuesday and Wednesday, so that will be pleasant. Still dealing with those periods of heavy snow. We do have some sleet possible to the south and east, and where you have that sleet mixing in, snow totals will be held down. Snow will primarily be wrapping up, at least the steadiest and the heaviest, between about 7 p.m. and 12 a.m. Travel is going to be tricky. If you don't have to go out, just stay home. Let the plows get out there, do their job so it's safer when you do need to get out on the roads. Your snowfall outlook, we're still sticking with that 12 to 16 inches of snow. Locally higher amounts, like around 18 inches, not out of the question, especially places like the Endless Mountains. Then you look down toward the southern tier, southern Poconos on south and east. That's where we're looking at about 8 to 12 inches of snow because of that potential for the sleet to be mixing in. So this is still going to be an impactful storm. Is it one of our hardest hitting snowstorms? No, but it's still going to be impactful. 18 degrees, your expected high for today. Cloudy, colder, windy at times. And then for tonight, we're dropping back to 12 degrees, mostly cloudy, and it is going to be some snow lingering tapering off as we go through the overnight hours. Your Future Alert 7-day forecast. So we are under an alert day today because of that sleet and snow. As we head into Monday, it's just going to be some lingering snow showers. Getting into Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll get in on a little bit more sunshine. And then by Thursday, maybe even on Saturday, not out of the question, you could be looking at some more snow showers, but primarily it's just going to be a chilly week ahead, and we've got many nights in the single digits.